subject economics, okay, and very first chapter of this syllabus, that is economics and introduction. Okay, this is the third video. In first video that we learned definition as well as economic activity, non-economic activity, various definitions of economics, okay, given by authors, various authors, as well as micro and macroeconomics. This is the first video. In second video that we learn, okay, the various types of presentation of data, okay, types of presentation data that we learn in second video, okay. And right now we are going to discuss about third video, and that is some requisites aspects in collecting statistical information, and second part, that is presentation of qualitative information, quantitative information in diagram and graph. Okay, so one by one we discuss all the points, okay, as well as the various types of diagram. Okay, so here 3 points are there that is included in first topic, and that first topic is some requisites aspects in collecting statistical information. So whenever we collect the information which is used for our interpretation of data, 3 important topics are there that we keep in our mind. Very first topic, that is the source of information. Okay, it means that from where we collect the information. Number 2, clarity regarding the variable. 2 types of variable is there. Number 1, that is dependent, second one is independent. Okay, and third one, that is selecting appropriate scale. So these 3 important topics are there. Now we will discuss one by one all the points. Okay, so very first point, that is source of information. It means that whatever information that we have to collect from the market, it should be reliable. Okay, and when it is reliable, when we collect the information from the appropriate websites, okay, appropriate sources. Okay, it means that if you want to do the research on population, okay, so we have to collect the information from government only, okay, because government collect all the information, so it should be reliable when we are using all the information in the data. Okay, so here let's see, the source of data must be reliable and universally acceptable to ensure their accuracy. So whatever information that we are collecting, it should be accurate, it should be reliable, it should be trustable, and when it is possible, when we are collect the information from a well-known websites, okay, then we got the right data, and data is right, then our interpretation is also right. Whatever interpretation, whatever research that we do, it is reliable when we collect the information from the suitable websites. Okay. Number 2, for the instance, to obtain the information regarding growth and development of parameters in India, Economic Survey of India. So this is the example. If you want to do the research on the growth and development parameters, okay, so we have to collect the information from the Economic Survey of India, provided by Central Statistical Organization. Okay, so this is the first point, that whatever collection of data, whatever collected the data, the source of information or source of data, it is reliable, it is trustworthy. Okay. Second point, clarity regarding the variable. See, whatever occurs, whatever done in our routine life, whatever research that we have to do, 2 types of data are there. Number 1, that is dependent, and second one, that is independent. It means that last time we discussed cause and effect relationship. Okay, it means that the independent data is cause, okay, and dependent data, it is cause effect. Okay, effect. For example, in the last lecture, in the last video that we learned, okay, law of demand. In that particular thing, it told that if other things remain same, if price increases, demand contracts, okay, and if price decreases, demand expands. So the price is an independent factor, because in effect of price, demand will be fluctuate. Okay, either it is expand or contract. So the effect of demand is totally based on price. So here in this example, okay, price, that is called an independent factor, and here effect, that is demand, it is called an demand, that is called dependent factor, so dependent variable. Okay, so this is the second point that we have to clarify what is the independent factor and what is the dependent factor or dependent variable. And number third, selecting appropriate scale. See, whenever we present the data in a various graph as well as diagrams, we have to select the appropriate scale on the basis of that data. Okay, it means that if we are drawing a graph, okay, our graph should be not a very big or very small. It should be reliable. Okay, it should be fluctuate. When it is possible, when we select the scale in an appropriate manner. Okay, this is a point that we are already applying in these three diagrams, and at that time we will be very clear with the help of example. It should be clear. So here, appropriate scale on the basis of that. For example, price is there 0, 20, 30, 40. Then you can take from 0. Okay. For example, population is there. It should be in crores. Okay. So we can start that particular thing to take the appropriate scale. Okay. So here 3 points are there that we have to keep in our mind. Number one, that is source of information. Whatever information that we are collecting for our research, it should be reliable. Okay, it should be for original data. It should be a well-known data from the well-known websites. Number two, clarity regarding the variable. Two types of variables are there. Number one, that is dependent, and second one is independent. Okay, we have to clarify that which variable is dependent, which variable is independent, and this is totally depend on cause and effect relationship. Here cause is an independent variable and variable effect, that is dependent variable. Okay, and always what we are doing, independent variable that is shown on x-axis when we are drawing the diagram, and dependent variable that we show on which axis, y-axis. Okay, which we do in the bar, group and pie diagram when we draw the graph. Okay, and third one, that is select the appropriate scale. According to the data, we have to select the appropriate scale. See, two types of data are there, dependent and independent. On the basis of dependent and independent variable, we have to select appropriate variable. Okay, so this is the first part of this video. Second one, presenting quantitative. It means that numerical data in the diagram and graph. Okay, so as we discussed, three type of diagram is there. Number one, bar diagram. Number two, group bar diagram, and number three, pie diagram. Okay, so here, how we differentiate these three terms? Number one, when we discuss or when we show only single information. Okay, single information means that only one information. At that time, bar diagram is used. Number two, group. Okay, group bar diagram. It shows that group. It means that when we show more than two informations, more than two types of information, at that time, this type of diagram that we have to use, group bar diagram. And the third one is pie diagram. Okay, when we convert all the data in the degree. Okay, and when we convert all the data in the degree, at that time, okay, this type of chart or graph that we have to use. Okay, so here we have to use three types of diagram. Number one, that is bar diagram. Number two, that is group bar diagram, and number three, that is pie diagram. Okay, thanks. Okay, friends. So here the second topic, okay, that we discussed, presenting quantitative information in graph or diagram, that we discussed here in last video. Okay, so here three types of diagram is there. Number one, that is bar diagram. Okay, as we discussed earlier, in bar diagram, that is diagram that we have to show this type of information, single information. Okay, single type of information. Okay, so here we take one example, and now we are going to draw the particular thing. Okay, so here we take the example, production of wheat in India. Okay, so two type of information is there. Number one, that is here 1970, 71, 80, 81, 90, 91, 2000 and 2001. and 2010, 2011. So 5 years is there in between gap of 10 years. Okay, and here production is there in lakh tons. Okay, so 23.8, 36.3, 55.1, 69.7 and 86.9. Okay, so now we have to draw this information in the diagram. Okay, as we discussed, this is the independent variable that we have to show in x-axis and this one in the y-axis. Okay, so here we drawn, okay, the diagrams. This is x-axis, okay, and this is y-axis. Okay, and we use the name x-axis and y-axis. Okay, this diagram that you already learned in 10, 8, all the standards. Okay, in the x-axis, what we have to take here? We have to take here years. Okay, in y-axis, we have to take here production of wheat. Okay, so two type of information is there. Number one, that is independent. Second one is dependent. Okay, now what we have to do? We have to take three types of information is there. Number one, reliable data. We have reliable data. Again, independent, dependent variable. So here x-axis dependent, x independent, y dependent. And we have to take third important number is that we have to take appropriate scale. So now we have to take here appropriate scale. On x-axis we have to take here. So what is first year? Okay, here 1970, 71. Second one 1980, 81. Third 1990, 91. Fourth 2000, 2001, and fifth 2010 and 2011. So what we have to do here? Here we have to take, okay, here in graph we have to write down, but instead of lack of space, I will write here on x-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 10 years. So this is the appropriate scale. Again 2 on the y-axis. See, first of all we have to see the data. Minimum and maximum. Minimum 23.8, maximum 86.9. So we have to take that much type of scale. Both the data are included. Okay. So here we have to take here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, okay, 80, 90 and 100. So here again we have to write down on the right side of our graph, but here lack of space. I will write here y-axis is equal to 1 centimeter is equal to 10 lakhs tons production. Okay, now what we have to do? On the basis of information, we have to put all the information in the graph. Okay, so here for the better understanding, I will draw that particular thing with the help of various types of chalk stick. Okay, here see first number 70, 71, 23.8. So here 20 between 20 and 30. 25, 23. Okay, so here I will draw. Okay, from this one to this one. Okay, number 2, 80, 81, 36.3. Second, 36 between to this is 35, 36, 36.3. Again, we have to draw bar diagram. Okay, so this is the second one. Again number 3 that we have to draw. Okay, that is 1991 55. So here 50 55. Okay, so I have to write down here. So this is 50 and 55. Next number 4 69.7. So here number 4 69.7 almost is a 70. Okay, 69.7. So here I will draw this point from here. Okay. And next number 5, that is 2010 and 11. So here 10 and 11, 86.9. So 80 and 90 between 85, 86, 87. Okay, that is almost 87. So I am drawing these points from here. Okay. So again, if you want to draw, then we can draw a line. Okay, for decoration. Okay, and number 5. Fine. So this is called a bar diagram. Okay. Okay friends, so here second types of data that we have to present is the qualitative information, that is group bar diagram. Okay, the second name of group bar diagram is clustered bar diagram. It means that we have to show the information in a group. Okay, group, that means more than 2 information. Okay, 2 or more than 2 information. Here we have to take one example here, literacy rate in Gujarat. Okay, literacy rate in Gujarat in terms of percentage. Okay, so here that we assume all the data in percentage. Okay, number 1, source of data is reliable. Number 2, independent and dependent variable. So here independent variable, that is yours, that we have to take here from the x-axis. Okay, so here we have to take here yours, and second one, that is literacy rate. So here literacy rate in Gujarat. Okay, so this is on y-axis. Okay, in terms of percentage. Clear? So now third point, independent dependent variable, that we have to do. Third point, that is to take appropriate scale. Okay, again here is said that, so we have to take here 1950 to 2011. So, okay, here 1951, 1961, 1971, 1981, 1991, 2001 and 2011. Okay, again here we have to write down from this side, but lack of space. I will write here x-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 10 here. Okay, and on y-axis percentage is there. What is the minimum percentage? 12.77. See, this is the minimum, and what is the maximum? So maximum is 87.23. Okay, so again we have to take that much type of scale, which includes minimum 12.77 as well as maximum 87.23. Again we have to take here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. Okay, so here again y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 10% of literacy rate in Gujarat. Okay, so this is x-axis and y-axis that we have to take the independent scale. Again I will explain, I will tell you these 2 information that we have to write on the right side of our graph. Okay, next. Now what we have to do, same as single bar diagram, we have to put all the information in this graph. Okay, so here what is first? Sure. So here 1951 male 30.17. Okay, so here 30.17 means that here 30.17 that I will draw here 30.7. Okay, so here this is male. Now on female. Okay, so here on female, what is the second point? 12.79. Okay, so here 12.79 between 10 and 20, this one. So no need to write again, we have to only draw with this example. And third one, that is total 21.89. So here 20, 21. Okay, so here 21 we have to join here and we have to write here third. Okay, for the differentiation of this data we have to draw on 3 different type of color shades. Okay, I will draw this information on 3 sides. Okay, for here example, male, I will draw this type of design, female blank. Okay, and in total, okay, then I will draw with the help of pink chalk. Okay, and straight line. This is the design, and this design we have to show. Okay, again in right side of this part of this chart in 3 different types of box. For example, here first box, second box, and third box. Here male, female, and total. And we have to draw same design on this box, so we can derive that this one is from there. Okay, here and straight line. Okay, second one, that is on 9061. So in 9061, 48.73. In between this 48.73, that this is first one, 48.73. Second, 12.77. Again, it's a 12.77. So here 12.77. And third, 36.19. So in between this, 36.19. Okay. So again, 36.19. Again we have to draw same design for male, female, and total. Female blank, and this one from this side, and draw a single line. Okay, same as 71. In 71, 53.78. So here 53 in between this, so we have to take here 53. Okay, so here 53. Okay, in female, how much? 29. So between here 29. So this is 29. And third one, 41.84. So in between 40 and 50, 41. So first of all, draw this line and this third. So again, we have to draw the different type of line. This is first one for male, blank for female, and third one, that is line and straight line. Okay, same as we have to draw for 81, 91, 2001, and 2011. Okay, so here for 81, for male 65.10. So here between this 65. So here 65.10. This is 65.10. Second one, 38.50. Between this 38 here. So 38.50. And third one, that is total 52.20. So 52 in between this. So 52 here. I will first join this line, thereafter another line. Okay, again for male, female blank, and for total and straight line. Same as 91. Okay, so 91, that is 73.13. So here 73, that is between 70 and 80. Here for example 73.18, sorry 73.13. so here 70, sorry, 73.13. First line 73.13, 84.64 between these two, 84.62. This is second line. What is third line? For third measurement 61.29. 61 here. So here I will write this one and full drop. Okay. So here again differentiate with the help of different type of chopstick. This is for male, female blank. Okay. And pink chalk as well as straight line. Okay. Same as for 2001, 80.50. It means that around 80. This is 80.50. So here this is 80.50. First one. Second one, that is 58.60, around 60. Same as second one. And third one, that is 69.14. So here 69.14 around almost 70. Okay. So this is third one. Again we have to differentiate with the help of chopstick and pink vertical and straight line. And last one in 2011, 87.23. So here 87, that means topmost around between 80 and 90. 87, that means here. So I will write one line from here. Second one 70.73. So here 70.73 around 70. So this is second one. And third one 79.31. Okay, so here 79 around almost 80. So here join this and this full information. First one and here second for total woman blank. Okay, so in this way you have to draw group bar diagram. It means that cluster bar diagram shows more than two information. Okay. Okay, so after the completion of second point, the third point is pie diagram. Okay, what is the definition of pie diagram? So here that we learn. Okay, so here pie diagram, that means a pie chart is a circular statistical data. See, the word is important. That is a circular statistical data. It means that whatever data that we have to present in a circle, which is divided into sectors, that we have to divide it into various types of sector to illustrate the numerical proportion data. Okay, so whatever numerical data is there, that we have to divide it into circular data. And pie diagram, that we have to calculate always with the help of degree, and degree is that we have to convert it into degree, and degree is always 360. It means that whatever percentage is there, we have to convert the percentage into degree, and then we have to show in the pie diagram. Okay, here that we have to take one example. Three sectors are there: agriculture, industry and service. Share in national income in percentage. Okay, so here NI, that means national income, 13.9%, 26.2% and 59.9%. Again convert into degree. So here 13.9 divided by 100 multiplied by 360. This is the definition to convert percentage into degree. Same, so here 60.64%. Some fluctuations is there because of like 0.5 that we have to convert. This type of fluctuation is there. 26.2 divided by 100 into 360. 94 by 32.32. 59.9 divided by 100. 360 multiplied by 360, that is 215.64. So we have to now convert this data into pie diagram. Okay, so here in the second part we have to draw the pie diagram. Okay, so here this is the origin point. Okay, that we have to take here from a straight line in vertical angle. Also we have to take. So here with the help of half circle. Okay, with the help of half circle which shown the all the percentage and degree, we have to put here on the 50.60. We have to cut here approximately. I cut here. So this portion is shows an agriculture portion. Okay, I will draw it in the various types of chopstick. Okay, so this part is shown as agriculture sector. Okay, so here three box. Number one, that is agriculture. That is from green. Again industry. Okay, so industry again second part, that we have to convert and half circle from origin point from this here and 94.32. Okay, so here second part, and second part that I will draw with the help of yellow chopstick. Okay, so here second one, that is with the help of yellow, and here is industry. Okay, and third one, that is service. Rest of this whole is service. Okay, so again, so in different chopstick. Okay, so here in different chopstick. Okay, so this is service and in different chopstick. So here what we learned today, three requisites. Number one, source of data. Second one, define the variable, independent and dependent variable. And third one, to take an appropriate scale. This is third 3 points while we drawing a graph and data. Okay, graphs and diagrams. As well as three types of diagram is there. Number one, that is bar diagram, single information. Number two, group bar diagram, two type of information. And number three, that is pie diagram. Okay, thank you.